The sun blazed over the golden sands of ancient Egypt as a figure stumbled forward, disoriented and gasping. The air smelled of warm stone, incense, and the distant scent of the Nile. The man, Ethan Cole, adjusted the dials on his wrist device, cursing under his breath. The year was 1279 BC, the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II, exactly where he had meant to land. Ethan, a historian from the 22nd century, had spent years perfecting the technology for controlled time travel. His goal? To witness history firsthand. But now, standing in the shadow of towering sandstone walls, the reality of his situation hit him. He was alone in a world where a single misstep could mean death. A group of workers, hauling massive stone blocks toward an unfinished temple, turned to stare at him. His modern jumpsuit, though designed to blend in, was too clean, too perfect. A guard, armed with a spear, stepped forward, eyes narrowed. "You there? Who are you?" Thinking fast, Ethan raised his hands in a gesture of peace. "I am a scribe," he said in fluent Middle Egyptian, thanks to years of study. "A traveler from a distant land, here to record the glory of Pharaoh." The guard hesitated, but eventually motioned for him to follow. Soon, Ethan found himself inside the grand halls of the palace, where colorful murals depicted battles and triumphs. The scent of lotus and burning myrrh filled the air. Then he saw him, Ramses II himself. Clad in gold and lapis lazuli, the pharaoh sat upon his throne, his piercing eyes assessing Ethan. "You claim to be a scribe?" Ramses asked. "Then tell me, what do you know of my reign?" Ethan took a breath. He could not reveal the truth, but he could impress the king. "Great Pharaoh, your name will be spoken for thousands of years. You will be known as Ramses the Great, the builder of temples and conqueror of lands. Even the gods will whisper your name." A murmur spread through the court. The pharaoh leaned forward, intrigued. "You speak as if you have seen the future." Ethan hesitated. He had to be careful. "I have seen many scrolls and stories from distant lands. Your legacy will be unmatched." For days, Ethan remained in the court, watching history unfold. He marveled at the construction of Abu Simbel, at the military strategies of the pharaoh, and the daily lives of the people. But he knew he could not stay forever. One night, as he prepared to leave, a priest confronted him. "You are not of this time," the man whispered. "I have seen your strange device, your odd ways. Are you a god, or something else?" Ethan smiled sadly. "Just a traveler." With that, he activated his device, vanishing in a flash of light. The priest fell to his knees, whispering a prayer, and somewhere in the grand palace, Ramses II sat deep in thought. Ramses wondered if he had just spoken with a messenger of the gods, or a man who had glimpsed eternity.